obligatory. This is not a tutorial stream thing, because gotta make sure that everyone knows that this is not a tutorial. Right, so we've changed our setup in the hopes that hopefully our internet will live longer and we won't be dropping frames as much. So hopefully we should be able to stream for longer on our birthday. Yay, birthday. So what we're doing, we have a mannequin and he is doing some movement. That's about halfway. But I guess I'll have to do. I'd much rather tune into a TG stream, mate. Although they're super late. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Thank you. I hope you will, Mark. Yes, on all animation. I've no idea what that means. I mean, this is my walk animation is way back. Yeah, but this is cascaded though. Like it's managed to make it all a thing. That's not. This isn't me. We're trying to make an attack animation. We're not trying to make a walk animation. I need to learn all the shortcuts. Because it's not like Blender. Because you press Alt for a start. Okay. Ooh. Okay, that's not really doing what we want it to do. Probably want some reference. Can I? Oh, yeah, I can. The red. Oh, cheers, mate. Appreciate it. How are you doing today? You having a good day? So the idea is to block out the animation. So here we would do stepping into it. Okay. At least his body's turned, right? That's how you do a sword swing. And turn on Ghost. But it doesn't do anything. So if we do... I don't think there's an easy way of doing the finger joints. I think I actually have to like go into them. Yeah, no, this is Cascade. I can't do. See, I don't even know what I'm doing with animation. I'm trying to learn it, but also I kind of just wanted to give it a little go. Because like, why not, right? What's the harm in just giving something a little go? Why don't I animate with Unreal? Because I can't animate at all. Is the main reason. Because I'm bad at animating, and this does half the work for me. Starbucks. I think we do have a Starbucks there as well. I appreciate it, Mike. Thank you very much. So why are you in a field? That's not awful. Okay. So if I just do this here, then we can pull out like that. Just move this hand up a bit. That didn't really work. Just wanted a straight left hand jab. Maybe the frames are too many. It's quite a jump in it. So we got our normal like going to pose, and then the jab pose. The movement controls are really weird. It's Alt instead of Shift, which just wrecks me. So this is the free version of Cascada. But to use it, you would need to pay the monthly version, because the only files you get are the Cascada files, which you can't really use. So to export into FBX, you need like the £8 a month version. So while the free version does indeed suck, it's also just like, why are you learning? Why would you pay for something? What? Small world, man. Do that X. Yeah, it's a small world. Have you done anything special for your birthday? What are you up to? We've already done all the activities, so now we are back to work. Because when you're an old person, your birthday is for an hour, and then you get to go back to life as it is. Can't control the fingers. So I feel like when you punch in, when you're just doing a jab, your left hand might be a bit more forward. Oop. Maybe like that. Let's see how that looks. Okay. I hate it. I hate how that looks. I don't know why it's not pushing it out. Okay. Into our fighting position. Move forward. That's alright. This hand needs to sort of move with it. Red. I'm working on a short animation film. Would appreciate if you're watching. Give me feedback when I'm done. Yeah, man, of course I'll watch. Like 100% I'll watch. Without doubt. Told you that from the start. Drop the back arm an inch, have him come up on the ball of his right toe. Alright, pro animator. Is he not already? I thought he. That hand is doing. It's too under rotated. Like animation, it just takes the mic to like do. Something wrong just here. So this could probably be sooner. So we can move into this pose sooner. Or do we just move it? I'm about to break everything. No, that was silly, wasn't it? Yeah, Red, just pop it in the Discord, mate, or drop me a message. I'll take a look at it. Can we put in a reference image? Upgrades are optional. They are indeed. I think I'm still on 5.4 for my actual project. Pretty sure Raymond Cripps is still on 4.27 and his project looks insane. So he's never AFK. I messed with my stream settings and it seems to be holding steady, which is good news. Quite happy with that. I'm not having to use my phone, which is nice. Yeah, no, you can still download it. You can definitely still download it. Idle animations are easier than actual combat animations. Because that just looks trash. Do I need the free version to be able to put an object in the hand? Oh, sorry, the paid version to be able to put an object in a hand. So it looks like a sword swipe. I think I might do. So cascading must be really good if you already know how to animate. Animate? What the hell is animate? Animate. But it must be really pants if you're like me and you still don't know how to animate. Okay, let's try something else. Oh, no. That is not what I meant to do. It looks like he's doing a weird little dance. Just can't get. There's no power there. What if I change the prompt on these combat things to be more acrobatic? Or maybe it's just the hands that are throwing me off. Trying to make a I was gonna make a sword animation, but then I thought it's just easier to work with unarmed animations. So it was just gonna be a left hand jab. But it looks more like an idol. Because I can't get that jab to look sensible. So now, like with most Unreal projects, I've decided to start again. And it's Alt to move around with the left mouse instead of right mouse. I'm so used to using the right mouse button. But if I could close the fist, I would. I don't understand why it's not letting me. That's the auto posing. Is there an actual... There's got to be a finger rig, right? I need the actual skeleton. Ah, there we go. Bloody hell, that was... Wow. What's the disable? What's the not look at? That's not bad. Apart from that finger. Blender controls killed me for like the longest time. Okay, so he's managed to ball a fist, but he's breaking his thumb, which is what I tell the kids when they do a fist like this. Oh, look at that, Happy. We are doing... We're animators now, boys. We're animators now. Someone's going to look at my thumb and be like, what are you doing? I had the idea of chopping it off. Like, I don't think he needs it. So it's fun. That's his fun. Okay, we've changed our mind. The next animation we are going to attempt to do is just a happy thumbs up. Right, there we go. Okay, so wait a sec. If we can do this, then we'll have succeeded and we can just end the stream. We're done. End it on a high note. Right, so here we are with our thumb up here. And then we can come over here. Turn the hands off, but we can not do that. Okay, we can remove his arm. That. There we go. I feel like we're so close. This is like when my kid gives me a thumbs up, like slouch shoulders, unhappy to do it, but still does it. Okay, so now we can do this and IK them across. We can get the special Cascader inverse kinematic stuff. Oh, look, there we go. That's wonky ass thumbs up. That is so wonky. He's had an industrial accident and his thumb took the brunt of it. But okay, so now wait a sec. If I move his thumb down using this, I think we're on something, boys. Right, okay. There we go. Get it. But bam!
What?
I made him do a thumbs up. You ready? Look. 3, 2, 1. Bam.
Oh.
What do you think of that?
It's okay.
Oh, okay. Cool. I will endeavour to do better next time. Thank you, eldest, harshest critic.
I mean, I can be honest sometimes.
You can always be honest, mate. But it doesn't mean that I have to be like that. I've not worked for 30 minutes on this thumbs up, and you've not come and dashed my hopes and dreams.
I could be a bit better with my honesty sometimes.
I think you mean brutal.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Right, let's see if we can just adjust this thumb a little bit.
I don't need to adjust them.
Well, when I do a thumb, I suppose when I do a thumbs up, it juts out a little bit at the top as well. Are you showing me your thumbs up now?
And goes like the top bit and goes like a banana peel.
It goes like a banana peel. Okay, let me try and imitate a banana peel. So I need to add a keyframe here. I can just change it there. Go. And let's make that one. Oh mate, she is an interesting soul, bless her. There we go. Custom animation of a thumbs up. I'm not gonna lie, this gets saved. Save as new folder. Our first saved animation. Here we go. That'll be for sale later. No, I'm just like. I mean, why can't a cow have a thumb, mate? I mean, you've got cows walking on both feet. So why wouldn't they have a thumb? Boris Gorski 6580. Thank you so much for becoming a member. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Daisy Cutter, thank you very much for the happy birthday. It's a good day. We got Lego. As a grown ass man, like even getting Lego still, that's peak of like happiness right there. I don't think anyone can go wrong with Lego as a present. Seki, thank you very much, mate. I appreciate it. I hope your day is going as well as mine is. That arm is a bit. There we go. Now we're moving around a little bit. And we've got a little thumbs up. Okay, we'll try and do something proper now. Now I've got a bit more of a feel for it. We've done something silly. Let's try and do an actual ting. Remind me how to. There we go. So currently we are rocking this free version because I'm just testing myself out, and then we'll probably end up going on to this indie license because like I can't export to FBX, so they're actually useless. But for £8 a month, it's fine, and then you get a perpetual license after a year, which means after a year you can cancel it and keep the license and the abilities. So I think that's pretty good. So I think that's good. I think the big ones are called Duplo, mate. Okay, so if we were to hold a sword, I mean, why would you not? It is free. The whole AI in between it. And if you look at the website, it says the one thing for me about AI is it has to be sourced properly, and Cascade AI is sourced properly. Like the people that did the AI / motion capture for it have signed to say that they are fine with giving it. So that's huge. So now if I move this foot back here, and then we do the in-betweeny stuff here, you can see how he turns his body, and I can get this head to follow. Oop. So I can move the neck and the shoulders, but the head stays there. Let me try it. Okay, so maybe I need to. There we go. Is he? I think he's. Yeah, that seems alright. King Kie, thank you very much, mate. I hope you will. It has been a great day so far. And I think my adjustments to the stream settings seem to have done alright, which is nice. Yeah, it seems alright. Oh, have we just made our... I feel like animation is one of those things that the more you do it, the better you get. I mean, it's a bit like Unreal, isn't it, really? Because like, that doesn't look half bad. He says, having absolutely no clue if that's true or not. So just pull this down a little bit. move this across. Maybe lift up this toe. Like subtle movements and all that. Thank you very much, Herman. I hope you're alright, mate. I haven't seen you in a while. Been up too much. Right, come on, give me thoughts and opinions on this as a base for an attack. Seki 3D, thank you very much for becoming a member. I appreciate it, man. That's kind of you. Thank you. I think this feels fine as like a starting pose to launch into an attack. But what's the attack? See, we've gone back into our like fighting style, and I was trying to get a sword swing. But we started doing a sword swing, and then suddenly it clicked for a combat stance, for a combat idol. Maybe that shoulder's a bit too tucked. Is there a way of turning off the... Is there a way of turning off the thing? Just see what it looks like with a physics assistant. It's not bad. Might be a bit quick. Save as. Make it face the right direction. Is it not facing the right direction? You mean when we export it? How many fights are you getting into, Happy? So if we go... I think that might be alright, actually. Got down this sword animation that turned into a combat idol. Let's just sort this. I like it. Right, we'll save it and then I'll answer the question that I've just seen. Unarmed idol. Mate, save and start over is going to be the motto of the stream. Oh, you got a good one. Save and start over. Right, questions. You want to start some combat animations for my own project? Does it seem hard to you in Cascada? I've watched a couple of videos. There is a, when you start, there is a tutorial, like a get started tutorial. It's not great, but there is a whole ass like how to use it and stuff. So I think that's really useful. It's probably one of the better ones that I've seen in terms of like onboarding. Like Blender's onboarding is awful. So I read something the other day that was like Blender is a game of menus within menus. I'm like that's great, but I kind of need it to be useful. Like, so yeah, I would say download it. It's free. Why not? Look through the get started stuff. There's also a bunch of documentation, which is like decent as well. The documentation is. And then just give it a go. I will probably end up having to look at the documentation today because I ended this up yesterday. So, oh my gosh, what a dodo. There's a reference video. Where can I get that? I can like import reference videos. Right, no, let's focus on models. Starting again. Right, UE5 money. Right, file, import, reference video. Okay, right. Who's got good sword stuff? Shall we see Dark Souls sword? Animations. Let's try and be as accurate as we can. Wow. What shall we copy? Shall we try and copy? What shall we copy? Should just take the first one that we see, or else I'm going to hear for it. Can I download the video? I mean, like, we're gonna probably do 100 because I can't imagine 200 is easier. What? Is there no way of like downloading a video in? Yeah, let's go. I knew there was. No. You. Ugh. Okay. Let's so I have had a Aura code for a long time and I've never done a video on Aura, mainly because I'm not convinced about it. Oh, I'm gonna get jacked on. Someone's gonna copyright strike this stream. The stream won't go live. I just want this light attack. That's all I want. I'm not convinced that it helps. Great. And again, probably another reason this stream's not going live is because I've got a link and I don't want them to come after me either. Right, so now we've completely copyright strike ourselves. We're in it for the long haul. Oh, what did you? Anony Mouse, I happy birthday. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. I hope you are having as good a day as I am. Why couldn't you create the frames? Oh, I see. I didn't tell it where to shove the new folder. That's on me. Right, let's see how good this is. Oh no. Can't grab. How do we grab the video? That is the question. My day's been great, mate. I got Lego today. Any day that I get a Lego as an actual grown up is a great day. Frames 5. I had to. Okay, I think it's because I messed up when I was inputting it. Well, now I can see it, so that is useful. Which is a mesh object. So that's that. So I know how to select it now. See, I'm learning, man. What kind of game am I developing? We are currently working on, like everyone, about 10 different things. But for the most part, it is a childlike RPG, etc. Which is about nearly there, honestly. Once I start getting some better animations that I'm happy with, plus these animations can then be used for tutorials that would do as well. Because none of the free animations have root motion. There's a weird thing with root motion in the free animations. So you can get all the Paragon ones, but I don't know how they have root motion. Right. But, I mean, we'll load it up in a second. Well, I can show it a little bit. Here we are learning the documentation. The video player will load. After you select the video, choose the frames path. That's the bit that I messed up. Set a folder from and click import. Playing with a reference should appear in screen. I don't think I did that. I think I messed up on the initial setup. So let's try again. Choose a video, which will be this capture. Choose a folder, which is, I thought I had a folder, but okay. That folder. Add to new layer. And then import. What? The splash screen? The splash screen's easy, mate. So, if you go to project settings, you get a thing for project thumbnail. You can just change it. And then you get another one, flush splash. Edit a splash, game splash. For whatever reason, I've got Linux and Windows, but I've not bothered to do Mac, although I don't know why I'd do Linux either. In regards to the actual project, here is our project. We've got a full inventory, full quest log, full items system, etc., etc. Hotbars. We're just working on enemies and animations. like this. And obviously we've got a stupid sound because I can't. Yeah. So is that, but right now, animations. Right, so this has imported it on a new layer. But how do I get it to play? That's the kicker. Okay. Happy, do you mean Cascader? Like, that is impressive. I think it's very impressive for a free piece of kit, you know what I mean? Plag X3428, thank you very much. I hope you are having a great day. It is mine today. Oh mate, this project's been through so much in terms of its iterations. I mean, it would be impressive. Oh, wait a sec. Okay, right. Back to the documentation. Okay. A plane where a reference should appear in the scene. It does, but I can't control how quick it plays. Locksvin _N. Thank you very much, mate. Appreciate it. It's been a fantastic day. It's still a fantastic day. I mean, it's not technically the day. What a lovely reception I've received. Thank you. People are like, I didn't stream it in the hopes of getting a lovely reception. That's not really what I'm about. It's just every Saturday, if we're free, we try and work on our game a little bit, and we do something. Right, this bit is perplexing me. How do we get it to play our object? Do we have to use the legacy way? Wait a sec. Oh, what? Oh, okay. It would not be perplexing if I wasn't an actual idiot. Right, I think I've got it. So, if you see in the background, there is our recording of someone else's YouTube, which is really bad. Okay. So that's a very naughty thing. Don't tell Mr. YouTube or he'll have me. So we insert a keyframe there. I can bring that forward a bit. Then we can start looking at how this attack works. Oh my gosh. What a day. Wrong thing. It's shift to just take it and put it into. I attempted to shift frames into the negative zone. That sounds like a conspiracy to me. Right, here we go. Clyde, the man of the hour. No, not the man of the hour, but like an actual hero emerges. How you doing, man? You having a good day? Does Cascader have motion capture from video? I believe it does. I saw whether it's in the free mode or the normal mode. I could not tell you, but I do believe it does. Why don't I do animations directly in UE? Because, and this is the big bit, if I go and show you my silly animations, from the ones that we've done today. Where are you? Oh man, mate, for a minute I bricked myself that I'd lost it. So, oh mate, it's been brilliant. Everyone's been so good on Stream Cloudy. It's been lovely. So here we are with our 0 pose, and here we are with our pose at number 30. And all of the stuff in between has been generated for us using Cascader's AI system. When I say AI, people are like, you're using AI, that's wrong. And you're right, but also wrong. Because Cascader has ethically sourced their AI. So all the actors who did all the motion capture for the database that forms this, they've all signed to say that it's fine. So it's ethically sourced. And that's why I'm not using UE, is because I would have to keyframe each of these, and it just makes it quicker for what I need to do. Because I'm not an animator. I'm barely a pro. I'm barely a game designer, game developer, or whatever. But this just makes it easier for a nobody like me to do something. And now, this still took 28 minutes while I was learning how to do it. But we're pretty happy with the result. Right, here we go. Back to what I actually wanted. Can I shorten this? Does it tell me which frame it is under? Maybe. Okay. So let's try. Does. Sick. Okay, that works. So we need this sort of pose. So let's put a keyframe here. And then let's start moving our fancy man around. Ooh, okay. Not sure I like that part of. Oh, it's cool that you can go backwards though. Okay, so we want his body turned here, but lower. Just like that. His foot is a bit more turned out. No, you know what? Let's block out the entire thing first. I think he's even lower than this. Get that arm out of the way for a sec. See, that seems all right. If we have our hand all the way back here. Is it all the way? At min for a dedicated animation studio, you would need a budget of 40 to 6,000 at the start, 1 to 3 months. Yeah. But I'm just one guy against the world, fighting to take back animation. Oh, I mean, I don't disagree. I mean, animators are like fantastic. I just think this is an option for a lot of people that enables people to do this sort of thing. And if I can do it, then absolutely anyone can do it. I promise you. So here we are. Whoop, scratching something that shouldn't be scratched. And our head is up a bit too much. What? So that's the. I think maybe we're a bit lower as well. That seems more like it, doesn't it? Okay, let's answer. Let's answer little Chris's thing about how exactly does in betweening work. And Clyde is correct as well. In terms of what it does, you have a huge, massive animation library. A bit like you can think of it like motion matching in terms of Unreal Engine. It's basically the same. Where it looks through all the animations that have been recorded, massive library, and then slots in the ones that are most relevant. So yeah, it's motion matching, but on a animation database. That looks good. Munib, thank you, mate. I hope you're having a great day as I am. We're going to skip to the bit where we're doing the animation. Did I not even record that?
Are you joking?
Oh no, I did. So why is it being weird? Because it's 500. Okay, wait a sec. Right, so we want frame 63 to frame 100. Let's try that. Learning as we go in. Import reference video. So from frame 63 to frame 120. So there is a whole physics engine behind the stuff here as well. So once we get to that actual like sword swing, we can check out the physics engine too. Oh, what? I just need to delete this. Why is this one not playing then? Which one of these is the selected one? This one. Can't seem to remove stuff from the scene. Why is that? Okay. Warrior tier. Thank you, mate. I hope you will. I have seen your message. I will get back to you, I promise. It's been a bit of a hectic one. Okay, right. Let's start. So we're in our pose. And let's get through this one here. Got our mannequin here. Let's add in a keyframe at 90. Mate, I'm very happy. It's been a great day. I'm loving life. Alright, so this here. We want this foot now to come forward, but our body's going to be blocked. So we do something silly. We're going to dive at him in a headbutt and just decided that's how it is. No, we're not. We're going to sort this out to be a proper sword swing. Right after we break everything. God, what is that? Alright, okay. So that was our good start. It's all gone Pete Tong. Right, okay, so the problem is here and here. Oh, there we go. So now we're doing some weird yoga pose, which isn't really what we want. So am I making it a 2D or a 3D game? It's a 3D game. To be fair, I can't actually do 2D. I do. There is a 2D project I have, but I never show it off because it's just bad. So like that, and then his hand is all messed up. This one. Don't need to rotate the shoulder. That slap that I was going for earlier when I was trying to make it work for like an unarmed fight, and now suddenly I've got an unarmed thing now, where he's just slapping someone, like madness. Right, so this needs to be rotated because that's not how a sword swings. Can I turn on ghosting mode here? No, I still need to figure out what that's about. Okay, so now we can do the in-between in, which is the part that takes it from where it should be. So this is where the magic happens. You ready? Right, so let's make it combat. So let's see. I think it just takes too long to get to this point. Maybe it's trying too hard to come through. But I mean, we've got a little sword stab. That'll do. Like, we're doing some stabby stuff, but we want an actual like swing round. Okay, so we need to insert a keyframe here, which then moves our arm like out here. Oops, ready. So now when we swing around, we've got a swing. I think maybe this end position isn't as defined as I want it to be. Definitely feels more like a punch than a sword swing. Need to be some more weight to it, I think. So we started here. And we end here. I think actually we should probably end over here. Tell you, man, animation is fiddly. I want to set this arm bone, its hand. Probably needs this to be a little bit lower. And obviously this needs to be somewhere else. Is that it? That's because I've... So for whatever reason, I've captured... There we go. I do mean fiddly and annoying. You are 100% correct. This is the pose that we want to try and emulate. Done by a huge team of professional animators at From Software compared to a bloke on his landing. Never having animated in his entire life. Let's see what happens. You know what? I don't think we're that far off. like this hand is obviously very much over here. But so I think these hips need turning a little bit. Which obviously means this foot needs sorting out. Don't know what this arm's doing. But I don't think that's too awful. The foot sliding is a bit frustrating. I wonder if I can lock that foot down. Don't know if that's an option. Let's see. So this foot now becomes a fulcrum, but it doesn't seem to. Set pivot. Still seems to slide. Whoops. Okay, well, we need to figure that out, but that might not be today. So this goes over here. I think, again, that just needs to come down and in some more. And then that'll be gravy. Not perfect, not awful. Good enough for the 20 minutes I've worked on it. I don't hate it. What is, there we go. Physics assistant. So the green man has all the physics on it just to make animations look better. And it'll tell me here that I'm lifting my character. So here its feet aren't locked. Which hips? When? I mean, don't say sorry. If there's something that is I can do better, let's do it. He doesn't turn his hips, no. That's a huge time saver. It's absolutely massive. So the problem here is that these feet are not touching. One of the more difficult, so this has been out for a while, but one of the more difficult things is there's not a huge amount of tutorials for it. There's a few, and Royal Skies does a lot of stuff on it, but he prioritizes like shorter like stuff, which is fine. Like people do different things. Let's put a keyframe here. It's like this little stutter here that I dislike. What did I just do? There we go. Why is the body... Okay. This one gets saved and worked on later. One hand, heavy, sword, swing. And then we do... What did I not do? Oh, it's cool. I fix gimmick. I'm happy with any criticisms that people make. So there's like 2 frames here where we go. So we can try and recreate this pose for a heavy swing. Like, already it looks better. Let's bring him down a little bit. I got the moves like Jagger. Just bad. Don't do that. Also, undo the messing about that I just did. That's that. This arm should come up here. And then this one needs to go back here. But I hate this movement here. And its head needs to be more this way. Damn, man. Didn't see what his feet were doing. That one was pointed this way, and that one. So in Unreal, like if I pressed end, I could snap them to the ground. I don't think there's anything like that in Cascada. It's just missing a couple of these shortcuts that I really like. That looks good. move this over a little bit. So then we would come over here, move this foot forward, and do a heavy like smash. Like that. Okay, so Armand, I appreciate you joining, Mark. Thank you very much. It's always good to speak to you. Put that 30. Ah, where are you? So this comes then forward here. Undo, undo, undo. I don't want this and this to move. There, oh, there we go. Jambish, thank you very much, man. I've had a fantastic day. Like, it's been great. As I say, any day that a grown ass man receives Lego is a fantastic day. And I got Lego today. Bom, bom, bom. No, stop it. Ooh. So,
What are we doing now?
what am I doing now? I'm trying to make another one. I'm trying to make this. I've got this bit down, I think. I'm trying to make this motion here.
Okay. But it looks like the arm is not attached to the body.
Oh. Is that the that must be the problem then. The arm's not attached to the body.
Yeah, there's a whole space.
Oh man, how did I miss that?
Look.
Oh, I see it now. Now you pointed it out with your finger. Okay. Well, I've got to fix that, aren't I?
Yeah.
That looks ridiculous.
Yeah, it does.
That's his head. That's not his arm. How's that? Is that better? Okay, cool. Have I got you?
Now it's attached.
Now it's attached to his body. Got it. Thank you. Thank you for pointing that out.
No problem.
Right. So now that my eldest is satisfied that he has his arm again, let's keep trying to pose this guy. Feel like, there we go. Then this might need to come down a bit, but the head needs to come. Does my 10-year-old kid know any programming? No, not at all, mate. And that's not to say that she wouldn't learn it or be good at it. It's just to say that she has no interest in it at all. This is an odd way for a human to move. Her interest stops at criticizing what I do. She's like, why didn't you do a Pokemon game, Dad? I'm like, oh, because I can't make 152 Pokemon models. That bit's that. That bit's there. I can sort out this back arm, and then this head should be down here. We might actually be getting somewhere. What happens in the to the side arm? Oh, it just goes behind it. Okay. Probably not like that. You wonder why people don't live stream animations. Because it's all just fiddling, messing, and doing weird stuff. Streaming programming is a lot easier. Animations are more visual, like they're way more fun. Oh no, come on. Okay, I don't think that this hand would be like this on a body. Feels like it could go like that, but that shoulder's really horrible. So it might need to come forward a bit more, including this foot. Ideally, suing would be bad. Yeah, that's a good point. But getting into that would ruin her appreciation of. Like Nintendo is a pretty weird company, but I also don't want to ruin my daughter's like fascination and love of Pokemon. Like, something feels slightly off on this one. I think he's overextending his leg. Let's see what it actually looks like, and we'll go from there. But I've got a feeling that that leg has overextended. But I also didn't want this leg to move much. So I feel like if I grab all of this and just shimmy it back a little bit, then he looks like a crab. Just lift it up a little bit, maybe. It's not meant to look like that. That's definitely not right. There we go. So then I think if I can twist this up a little bit. No, if I twist this one. So this needs a frame in the middle, or it just goes from point A to point B as quick as possible. Which is alright, but not really what we're after. So make it more combat enabled. Kind of gets to where we need to be, but yeah, we definitely need that separate frame in the middle. Alright, so let's do that. Frame 15. Adjusted. That looks pretty solid. I don't hate it. I hate this. From this side, it seems not awful. Right, thoughts, go. Give me the criticisms. I promise you nothing could be worse than what the eldest child will say when she sees this. Because she is brutal. I think it just needs to come down faster. Let's do F here. Do this here. I feel like that does look better for sure. Right wrist and left elbow made some adjustments. I can agree with that. I think that this should be a bit more down here. And then should also be more down here too. And then that would be more of an impactful strike. Though, what is this ass doing? That's not how a hip works. When he was that, oh god. Does Blender let you use reference in this screen? I think it does. Yeah, it does. Yeah. I mean, this does as well. I can use a reference video or image, but I just need to spend more time figuring out what that looks like in the workflow for that, which just means I need to read the documentation. I thought that might be an absolutely awful thing to do on stream, read some documentation, but I may have to. But there's definitely a way of doing it. And yeah, this documentation is pretty solid, to be fair. There's even a silhouette mode. Is that the ghost mode or is that something else? Don't know. This is what happens when you decide that now's the time you're gonna load up a stream and see what the cool people say about Cascader. Does he straight arm the entire time? Oh, he's pretty straight in it. Back there. And then it's just a pretty straight arm. Then in which case then this might be too not straight. And this wrist here, I don't like. So let's fix that. Oh, I don't hate that. Which is progress. So that's good. This one, it's a moment he flicks it over here. I don't think that's right. I think it should still. I'm trying to imagine if I had a sword or a stick. I have to go outside, get a stick and start thrashing it around. .30 frames feels fine as well. I'll move it slow actually. Can I speed you up? What are we recording in? Show internal frames. Frame rate 60. See, that feels alright. Okay. Save as. One hand heavy sword hit ground. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. It's what we like. I don't know how long it's going to take me to get good at this. But I think it's worth investing time into it. Just as like a thing. Because I can't do tutorials right now without animations. I'm at that point where the tutorials I want to do need animations to be able to work, and I don't want to start a tutorial being like, yo, here's a tutorial, spend 20 or 30 quid on animations that I'm going to use. Like, what's the point? That's not going to help anyone. So if we can just make them, then that's better. Can I import an FPX and add root motion to one? Right, let's try that. That'll save me a bunch of time if I could do that. What have I got? I think I've still got the Paragon Islands downloaded on here. No, those are the. Well, Okay. I don't have them. I must have them. I must have Greystone somewhere. Copy as path. Open file location. What a dumbass I am. Downloads Paragon animations retarget to money. See. Right, so we're gonna do import FBX. Update. Okay. Don't know how this is gonna work, but we'll see what the dealio is. Yeah, that's worrying. So we're searching for Paragon. All these ones. We are trying to import a Greystone animation. Okay. For an attack. Did that work? Did it not work? I don't think it did work. Yeah, we're playing with Cascada, trying to make some animations. I just wanted to see if I could import the Greystone animations for our character to see what the deal was there. It is. Today is the day that I was born. However many years ago. Oh man, they even got the UEFN mannequin. That's cool. Alright, import those. Just doesn't like. Okay, so that's something that needs to be worked on. G-Day. Gangster Day. Yeah, man. I'm down. Yeah, man. It's good. It's been a great day. We got Lego. I keep saying the same thing, but anytime I get Lego, I'm a happy chappy. Right. Back to an actual project, because I've worked on animations for an hour and a bit, and why don't I use Gasp for our main project? Okay, so tell me if you can, how many people are doing Gasp tutorials? Just in general, mate. This is Crane Pose, man. We're doing Karate Kid. Not at all. Like, if I start using Gasp for my main project and I get stuck, which I often do because I'm not perfect, I don't. There's nowhere to turn to for help, really, at all. And I want my project to be easy for me to work on. I want to get as much done as possible with. Yeah, I just want to get as much done as possible quickly, rather than having to spend all the time trying to figure out what Gasp issues I've got. I want to make a more complicated project than Gasp. That's it. And I started this before I even touched Game Animation Summer Project, and I'm not swapping at the minute. Down the man. Yo, bro, you good? What was I looking for? Wait, what's on the list? What is on the list? Go away. Oh, mate, business. Yeah, same as usual. Just chilling. I mean, my whole channel is basically Game Animation Summer Project, so I don't believe it to be hard. But I'm also not about to handicap my actual project for it when blend spaces work fine. Like, I just don't need the extra that comes with it. Plus, my character isn't the normal size of a character. It's going to be each in themselves to their own. I don't know what I'm saying, but I disabled the sound for in-game, which is good. Mate, I want a new blocking animation. That's what I want. I forgot what I was doing. Blocking animation, come to me. Let's go to where I put all of my animations for every project. Come on. Where's my animation dump? There it is. So inside here, I dump all of my animations for everything. Block. Right now, mate, I just want one. I want a holding one because I'm sick of seeing the sword and shield one. That's the block breaks. Can I just type in sword block? I've got all these block walks. I just want a block hit. Oh, okay, let's type in block hit. Dual sword block hit. 200 sword block hit. Block break, block break. Root motion, blocking, get hit. Why are these in place? Let's see what one of these looks like. It's got a shield, mate. I don't want it to have a shield. I just want it to be a normal, like, sword. I did not make an amazing pickaxe one. You're lying, mate. I made a pickaxe one that looked like someone was having a panic attack. So I've got a dual sword one, but that's not really going to help. That might do, actually. I mean, that might do for now. What's that? It was a thing, for sure. I'm not sure we're going to call it glorious, mate. Like, at all. That might be better than what I've got. How is there not like just a sword block it? They're all like sword and shield. I'm going to use this one. And then see what happens. There we go. Dual sword animation block in. Which means that I can put this one here. Sword and shield one-handed. So that one is fine. I forgot what I was trying to replace. It's a block hit. Because that's fine. But that block hit's awful. Right, so blueprints. So actually, yeah, this does need to be block. There we go. Stop that. So that's fine. Let's just copy that and let's go and get this and montage this. And then we'll just plop in that there. And we'll make this root motion. So that's a point. If I get smacked with this, no, yeah, okay. So yeah, it's root motion. And then all we need to do is find the combat component. And then find blocking. Blocking, block react. Instead of one hand being weapon and shield, can finally make this block react. And also make that the same for dual wield whenever I add that. It's better. But also not. Why is that so bad? If I don't turn on the in place, dual sword animations v4 FBX. Is there not a root motion one? There's not. Why is there not one? Why would you put in one for one, but then not for the other? There's no block root motion stuff here, so that's why when I turn on the root motion here, it cocks it. Force root lock. Give that a go. Codename Roy, how's it going? I just raises the feet like I did. And then I can slide. Actual pain in the ass, those. Can I get this to play? Let's play on the upper body instead. Yeah, well, I'm going good. I'm chilling. It's been a good day. It's like playing, but then it's not overriding the ones that we've already got. If I play this on here, could just make it an additive animation and apply it that way. Like that just looks. I'm pretty sure I can slide. Yeah, there we go. Oh man, that's cool. You've got some exciting times ahead of you. You got some upsetting, stressful times too, but for the most part, they should be exciting. This slot problem is a problem. What game are you wanting to try and make? Codename Rory. Oh, nice. What if we put in Sorry, I'm just trying to work out where this is meant to go. Can they figure it out? Okay. Come back to that in a sec. More annoyed that my packs don't have remotion for the stuff. Unless. Could I just do... No, that won't work. Anyway, survival game like DayZ. Man, it's ambitious. It's a big project. If you're down for it, then like do it, man. Only you're gonna stand in your own way. But you'll learn everything if you just take time doing it. Okay, there was something that I wanted to do. Boss. Need a boss. So we've got enemy eye. That all works. We've got loot. We've got shops. There's puzzles. Quest system's done. Modular is the way. Although when you're getting started, it's less of a concern. Not sure if we're going for amazing. Okay, right, there's a problem that I was sorting. Bear doesn't take damage. That's less than ideal. Enemy BP. Why doesn't this bear take damage? Health stuff. It's bound. Let's see what's cracking off here. Hold on, wait a sec. Let's also make sure that our items actually do damage. Like that could be the other thing. Axe. Combo 1 should do 5 damage. Combo 2 should do 5 damage. Combo 3 should do 5 damage. I think I've set everything for 5 damage. I have. Cool. Okay. So let's check what's going on with our bear. So the amount to decrease on the bear gets called as 1. That's not right. So when we are calculating Wait, I've had nothing but problems lately with just general AI assistants. Like Alexa just ignores everything that I say. So we want to check what the incoming damage is here. Anytime soon. It'll be released when it's ready. Anytime soon is relevant, right? I'm pretty sure that's the bear that's doing that. Yep. The bear kicks my ass. Damage that, yeah. Right, there we go. Damage dealer. Incoming damage is 1. That shouldn't be the case. Okay, so that means that our line trace that is tracing here isn't reading this damage properly. So let's find out why that is. And to do that, I'm going to move this bear over here so that he can't attack me. It's not even running my line trace. Start line trace, line trace. Okay, well that's an old thing that I seem to have forgotten to change. So we get the current attack and we break it and then we pass it in the damage just here. And then we save it so that our whole thing doesn't die. Alright, let's try it again. No, I need the axe. The axe I can guarantee works. The incoming damage, 5. Look at us, we're geniuses. Decrease health, decrease it by 5. Decrease health. Okay, so we know that works, but the bear doesn't take any damage, at least to its health bar. So why is that? Damage. Let's make this 25. Let's make this 25. Let's make this 25. And save that. See if we are actually doing any damage to this bear. Now the bear's health bar doesn't even pop up, so that's a problem. Okay, let's figure out what's going on. Setting the hood in game. To be okay. That's quest stuff, so we're not touching that. I think that's just you, Mark, and it's concerning. When he dies, we spawn the loot, that's fine. We check the kill quest stuff. Okay. We don't need to spawn a weapon because it's a bear. So when we target lock onto and we start the health bar check, that checks if we're in the loop and we're not dead, and then sets the HUD to be hidden, and then checks the distance to tell us what is somewhere else. So that shouldn't actually be appearing. Okay. So if our player character is more than 2,000 meters away, let's just check on begin play. It's the problem when you have worked on a project for so long and then you come back and work on it some more. I forget what I've done. Let's check the controller. The AIC? AIC. So in here, we're checking the enemy HUD. And then we're going to check it has appeared if we see our enemy. And it hasn't appeared when we lose them. Let's put this guy back here. Calculate damage to be taken is fine. So this should disappear because he's lost us and reappear. Yeah, so this works. Okay, that's good. But this doesn't update. You should be taking damage. Okay. Good news, bad news situation. We know roughly what's wrong, but we're also not getting a damage indicator. God, man. The more you work on something, the more interesting it becomes. Where is our hood? It's there. No, I don't want to do that. I want to do that. Let's close that down. Where's the class settings for the hood? No, there. Like, this should be just setting the percentage because it binds. Oh, okay. What a dumbass. No, okay. Interesting. Let's see. It could be. Oh no, it should set the percent fine. Let's figure out what's going on there. Yo, Imagine Bravery. How's it going, man? I hope you well. You doing alright? It's going down, and it is setting the percentage on our health bar, which is rendered correctly. Okay. Okay. So it's site picks us up. Right, okay. So it does work, but also not. Right. That's frustrating. Gotta figure out what the best way to approach this is. And the problem stems from the fact that I have moved everything around to try and make it nicer. And in doing so, have messed up some of the logic. So what we could do is between these two, so that's when he gets target locked. That is fine. When we get damaged, and should spawn the damage indicator. We need to check that that's a thing. And then I've not done a build in a while, mate. I'll see what we can do about a build. See what we can do. This here into a delay. This needs to be a retrigger or delay. So if you get damaged without the health bar on screen, we want to put the health bar on screen, and then we want it to display for 3 seconds. And then afterwards, we're going to check if you are still in sight of it, and then if not, we'll get rid of it. But we want damage numbers to also display, and they ain't being called. So that's not what we want either. There's our bear. You can see his health goes back up because he's got a regen on him. But that bit works fine. So next part is in BPC combat, when we are calculating damage to be taken, after we do all that, no, before we do all the VFX and the hit stops and everything, if this attack is interruptible, so this is the person who's taking the damage. So we need to do get owner and then stop montage. And that destroys the montage and stops it. And then actual damage that ended up being applied to the actor. So move this over, get owner, and then it's the, what is it? What's the name of the thing that I've just forgotten? Set damage indicator. And that damage gets passed in there. And then we can say just leave that for the time being. So now we should hopefully get damage numbers come through. Damage numbers. Let's see if we can get our damage numbers to come through properly. Damage 25, so we should see, there we go, 25 pops up. Which is good. Right, so that sorts those bits out. Dismiss that, commit that. Changes. We're going. We've been going for 2 hours and 26 minutes and our stream is holding steady. I think these changes that I have made to the stream settings seem to have worked. Because I'm on the Wi-Fi as well. I'm on the Sky. I'm well happy. Yeah, sound effect. I mean, I've turned off the sound effects for the stream so you guys can't hear the constant grunt of the enemy, because that was getting annoying. I can still hear it in my headphones, which is annoying. But I've turned it off for the stream because, number one, it's hilarious. And number two, it's basically all anyone talks about when they hear it. So we will get new sound effects for that. Look, they're on here. When you stun sound effect, a grunt sound effect, a block sound effect, a hit sound effect. Got it. I also need stuff to do. Not like do, but like I think I'm running out of. Oh, and we need a. I do mean the Blair. The Blair. Blair. Yeah, that's gone. Well, you can still. I've stopped the. How can you still. I turned the desktop audio off. You shouldn't be able to hear it at all. Unless you mean you can hear it inside your head, and then I can kind of understand that too. Right, and then I need a better indicator of incoming attacks rather than this actual massive. I would imagine it would be still in your head because it's awful. Now imagine how I feel testing this and hearing it constantly. So the health looks good. The way that it's going down is nice. I think I might change it so that the bear and the enemies have the same setup as well. I kind of like that more. So this is the. So here we have the new percentage. Maybe a slowdown. Oh no, it needs to go, mate. Like it just needs to go. We will get it sorted, but it's like when you game though, right? You're not gonna spend time not fixing, but picking out the best sound effect for a system or a thing that you might not ever use ever. So I want to make sure it's ready, and then I'll go through and change the things that I need to change. For sure. Okay, let's change this to start because this isn't working. Health setup. Health bind. There we go. That's better. Right, so we're going to bind it to on health changed, and then we're just going to increase the event, increase the health. That's fine. I don't think it would work for our character's age. A grown-up man voice coming out of a baby face. This is the new percentage. If I do this, I can do get percentage. No. Calculate health percentage. Oh no, that's annoying. Okay. Hmm. I can just get current health and max health and do a divide in here. But it's a bit frustrating. Progress over perfection. Let's go. Safe divide. In case one of them is 0. And then promote this to a variable. And then, how did I do this inside this health bar? Yeah, that's fine. We'll do that for the time being. Interp. Is it F interp or cannot remember? I think it's F interp. It is. Current and new. 0.5 double time. Oh, and then we need to set the old percentage here. That should do the job here. Yep. Cool. Okay, so now when we damage the bear, we should see a nice decrease in health. Maybe. Probably not. Because I haven't set up the... So if we just duplicate this... No, that's not going to work. Replace with overlay. There we go. Now I've got a second health bar. Sweet. And this will be our follow bar. Then we can have a third one. This will be our empty bar. So let's give our empty bar a tint. That's annoying. Why is it right in front? It shouldn't be in front. No, there we go. Health bar can be... Follow bar can be like purple, pink. So, our health bar, we can do set percentage here. So that'll go instantly down, and then our follow bar, we can do it that way instead. And then I'll fix the tick later on. So there's more performative. Get back here, Mr. Bear. Alright, there's our black bar. Why are you disappearing now? Hmm. We're disappearing somewhere. I mean, it's going to be this, isn't it? Why are we doing that? So it's not seen me. No, he has seen me. And his UI still not coming. Where do you get your UI? Online and people. Like, you can buy UI, but if you want free UI, where is it? You've got like all of this for free stuff, sound effects, music. Like some of this is decent, and then sprites. So like game art 2D, and then Kenny as well. Kenny's solid for different UI stuff, depending on what you want. So there's a whole section here for UI. So now we're not setting it hidden in game anymore. So what happens here? Can I just set the visibility? Don't get why we're hiding it. Just check what is going on here to see if we are hiding it in. So it's unhiding fine here, and then we pixels up and it comes back on. Cool, well, that's good. But then I damage it and it comes off. But it's not hidden in game. You what, blood? So then somewhere inside here, this could probably go. Right, okay. Maybe not then. Right, let's have a look. still such a weird thing that is happening, where it's just like hidden but shouldn't be. Hidden in game, tick. Okay. Visible, tick, yeah. Okay, so this would be why it gets done like that. So when we see this guy, we set our enemy HUD to appear, and when we lose him, we set it to disappear. That makes sense. That's fine. Except that this is in the wrong place. So we need the interfaces, enemy HUD, set hidden in game, pass that there, pass that there. So now this goes to our top character. Okay, so hidden, he's picked us up and got nothing. Jesus Christ. Call the enemy HUD, set the hidden in game. Come on. Figure it out. Right. It should appear, but it doesn't. So is that because ticked is hidden? Is what I hate about tick boxes. Right, hidden in the game is true. Right, so we've got this mixed up then, haven't we? Really. Enemy HUD to appear and enemy HUD to disappear, which means that this needs to be inverted like that. So now it doesn't appear, and if we run in front of him, it should appear. Okay, what? Forever just stuck on one stupid problem. We've seen the actor, cool. We set the value as the target actor. We set that we're not searching anymore, so we untick this, and we say that the enemy HUD should appear. We don't want that there, because that'll mess us up. But it's fine everywhere else. And it's here in the enemy HUD from that. I don't think I've got two functions called enemy HUD, have I? No. Excellent. That's even better. So set hidden in game, enemy HUD. So hidden in game is true, so it's not there anymore. So if I untick this and play, it'll be there. He says confidently that it would. Be there, but obviously turns out not to be the case. Oh, it's because. No, that should be the case. Right. What? So something's happening at begin play. Nothing's happening on begin play to make it so that this UI is not appearing. The actual GIF. And we got it here so that it should just appear because it's not hidden in game. Visible. It's visible. How interesting. Let's try taking that. Right, there we go. Jesus. Right. So now, enemy BP, hidden in game, tick. It appears here, tick, beautiful. Disappears, doesn't disappear because we've disconnected this. Connect this up, start from here. Right, no UI, excellent. No UI, bad. UI appears here, good. UI doesn't update, bad. So. Let's make this a not ball. Pass this in here. Right. Now it appears when it sees us, disappears when it doesn't see us. Do this. Get hit. Doesn't update. Updates. Updates when it loses sight of me. What? Kishan, I'm good, mate. How are you? I hope you are doing well. Alright, wait a sec. So we set this follow bar. Right, let's set this health bar to be the follow bar. Health bar, follow bar. Let's test that. Make sure that that is working. My AI is a pain in the ass. I think that's what most projects like fall down on. Just in general. There we go. Now go down. It's not going down. Okay, right. Right, we've got this new var, which is the current health, safe divided by the max health. Current health, safe divided by the max health, yep. F into 2. Ah, what an idiot. Man, making rookie mistakes today. There we go. That was better. Ooh, I am buzzing. A stream's not dropped. Our new settings seem to be working. It's been a great day. Yo, right. But it has been almost 3 hours, so I'm going to shoot off. I appreciate you all for joining. Thank you, everyone, for your happy birthdays and everything. That's been lovely, and I super appreciate it.